From Philadelphia, MLB Network is live from Citizens Bank Park. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the Philadelphia Phillies. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Center fielder number 8, Ian Happ.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. This one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. So in now for Chicago, Chris Bryant, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. Pavetta, a Canadian native. He was a fourth-round selection back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level. And he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're two down. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Russell is there for it. One down. So next to the plate for the Phils, Rhys Hoskins. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Grounded foul off to the right. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Hoskins, an imposing right-handed figure at 6'4" tall. He was a 5th-round pick during the 2014 draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Maikel Franco, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Missed with a breaking ball. Santana at third with 2 away. Grounded to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error. So here's the cleanup hitter, Wilson Contreras. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike one.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. The next Cub up, Kyle Schwarber. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Schwarber
lays off 1-0. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. First delivery to him on the way. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
Hey, he's looking to punch out the side right here. And if this guy's going to do him favors and swing outside the zone, that's exactly what's going to happen.
1-1 the count. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Now the 2-1 pitch. Misses off the plate.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
But a big pass at a slider that gets past him. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish. He's set. Here it comes. Check swing, called strike, 0-1. On the ground to the left side. Russell gets to it from deep in the hole. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. Now at the plate, Nick Williams.
Right fielder.
Darvish a check on first, and he is back safely at first, and that was almost trouble. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Runner goes for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease. And a fastball just a bit up.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Another 1-2 delivery. And that one just missed outside.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a two-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
3-2, full count. Hit out towards second. And that's through into center field, base hit. Now a long throw home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Into the box, number 4. He'll get his first shot with the bat here.
Number 4.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. There's Baez. And a good decision to throw as he is toast at second base. Throw to first, not in time, so they'll settle for 1 out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a strike. Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. He's running. Pitch inside. The throw is not going to get him as he swipes second. Missed with a slider.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Sent on the ground out to second. And that's the second out. Now at the plate, Jorge Alfaro trying to cash in here in his first at-bat with a runner at third and 2 gone. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play. So coming to the plate, Jason Hayward. As we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. 3rd inning starts with a slider that's looked at here for ball 1.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. The 1-2. Swinging a soft liner. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies. Stepping in, Javier Baez.
Second baseman, Javier Baez.
He's set and the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Hoskins waits on it. He's got it 1 away. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Yu Darvish.
The pitcher, number 11, Yu Darvish.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike 1. From the stretch. Runners off for second. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ian Happ, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he lays off there 1-0. Hayward stands at second with 2 gone. Good movement there, and he's not even close. 1-1.
Real nice curveball there. Had a lot of late break, and he waved right through that one.
The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the. Digging in to try it again. Odubel Herrera lied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. On the ground to second for Baez. Right to him. And that's out number 1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Rhys Hoskins. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Comes set with the 0-1. Tough slider down low for a strike.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after two great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Carlos Santana. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A check swing here, appealed down to third, but Matthew Ross says he held up. Ball 1. Slow roller back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Here's Chris Bryant now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Sliders in for a strike.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout. And there's 1 away. Here comes the first pitch. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. Pulled toward right center field. Chasing after it is Williams. But it's the center fielder who gets there. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Striding in once again, Wilson Contreras. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Now the 1-0. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. Kyle Schwarber would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Ripped down the first base line. And that is past him at first. It's a fair ball. Around second. He's on his way to third. The relay, and he'll make it to third with a triple. Ready now, Kyle Schwarber, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
Fouled off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Alfaro goes to get it, and the tying run is in to score from third. So striding in, Addison Russell. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1. A ball and 2 strikes. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9. Ready for another chance? Michael Franco. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Bouncer up the middle. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Hernandez hits right-handed pitching very well. Makes a lot of contact, but he generally isn't known for displaying a lot of power. You'll see a lot of line drives and ground balls from him in these situations.
Yeah, I almost think he has two. Good of hand-eye coordination, Matty. Sometimes maybe just attacks that pitch that's not there to do major damage with, but could just drive it up the middle the other way and take his knock, and that's what he's been able to do.
And he'll get in there safely. Sliding into the box, Nick Williams. He singled his last time. Darvish a check on first. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Here's a look over to first. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. 0-1 count and the pitch. He looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Now the 0-2 pitch. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. Digging in, number 4. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. That's a strike to throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Hernandez at second with 2 down. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will... Striding in, Jason Hayward. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Jason Hayward.
And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. Weak grounder back to the mound. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Stepping up to the plate, Javier Baez. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. And that's taken high and outside for ball 1. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike 3s and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Tapper up the line. That winds up foul. Here now the 2-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Up with it, Alfaro. And a good throw just beats him. Baez is retired, 2 down now. So here now's the pitcher, Yu Darvish. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. Swing and a miss, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Santana has a play, and that retires the side. Coming to the plate now, Nick Pivetta. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th. A ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Standing in, Jorge Alfaro. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Hit on the ground out to short. Russell has it. Throw on to first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home fifth. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Schwarber moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Ian Happ. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
You know, I doubt he wanted to get that tight with the fastball there, but hey, this is a guy you certainly don't want to let him get his arms extended. He's the kind of guy that can hurt.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. A ball and 2 strikes now. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Riding in once again, Chris Bryant. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Takes a knee-high fastball. Another 2-2 offering. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlos Santana. 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. And this one gets away. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies' first baseman. The 1-1 home. He's in there for strike number 2.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Happ moves over. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll get into third here on the flyout, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone. Digging in once again, Maikel Franco. He was a ground out victim last time up. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
He's set, and the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
That's one of the hardest things to do in this game. You know he's sitting fastball. That ball starts to slide away from him. You have to have some serious strong hands and wrists not to commit right there.
Here's a high pop-up. Rizzo waits on it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Standing in, Cesar Hernandez. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Pitch saws him off as this one's lifted in the air. Baez into shallow center, and he brings it down to... Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. All square at 1 as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Ready once again, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch on its way. Belted high and deep into right center. Williams going back on it at the track. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. Here's Addison Russell. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a slider. 3 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Scorched to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Digging in to try it again, Jason Hayward. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside. The 1-1 home. Taken, strike 2.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that 2-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
And there he goes towards second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there. First delivery to him on the way. So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
And he's safe at first, so a costly mistake on the drop third strike as now the inning will... continue. And it appears as though we'll see a pinch hitter now as the switch hitter Ben Zobrist has grabbed the bat and moved into the on-deck circle. There he goes. A pitch out. The throw, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. The 1-0 delivery. And a whiff at a good slider that time. The 1-1 home. On the move again from first. Hit in the air to right field. Williams is there, and he'll make the catch.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Chicago.
Up next will be Nick Williams. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Somebody needs to go rattle the cage right here. Take the bats and start throwing them all over the dugout to get these boys going. If this continues, I guarantee you see a different lineup tomorrow.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield, and the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Ready for another shot now, number 4. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. The windup and the 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Nick Pivetta. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Pedro Florimon will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 18, Pedro Florimon.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Lifted down the line in left. Schwarber giving chase. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Phillies.
Ian Happ will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Oh, just a miserable effort there. It's 0-1.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Up around the face.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Ready for another chance? Chris Bryant. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Reined in. And there are 2 away now. So in now for Chicago, Anthony Rizzo, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Behind 0-2 now. Here it comes, 0-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Jorge Alfaro. A pop out and a ground out for him to this point.
Jorge Alfaro.
The windup and the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. So 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. The 1-2. Is a fastball taken high for a ball. Here now the 2-2. Hit in the air out to center field. Happ is there, and he has it for the 1st out. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Odubel Herrera. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Lifted in the air to center field. Baez is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this two-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good middle part of the order to do some damage after all.
2-1 the count. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And this one misses for ball 4. So the Phillies have got themselves a 2-out base runner. Here's Carlos Santana now. First pitch of the at-bat. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. So next to the plate for the Phils, Mike.
Michael Franco. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Cubs, number 41.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. This is in the air to left field. Schwarber has a beat on it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the... Leading off the inning, Wilson Contreras, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Herrera's there. 1 out. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Kyle Schwarber. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
And he fouls this one off.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Hernandez takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the 2nd out. The next Cub up, Addison Russell, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 pitch. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. Here's another 0-2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Another 0-2 coming. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at-bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure. Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. He'll be the one to lead off. Against Brandon Morrow. The man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Chicago, number 15, Brandon Morrow.
Lifted the other way to left center. Schwarber is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and one strike. One out, nobody on. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Schwarber on the move. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. So coming to the plate, number 4. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball 2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
3-2 now. Philly down to their last strike. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Baez has it. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, not the long.
MLB Network brings you baseball from under the lights at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. A good matchup here for you tonight between the American League's Houston Astros and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's interleague baseball on MLB Network. Here's George Springer. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off tonight for Houston, center field, George Springer.
First pitch on its way. And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike, 0-1. Started to go around there, but he holds up, ball one. So 1-1 home. Fouled away. High pop-up. Santana handles it for the first out of the game. Stepping up to the plate, Alex Bregman, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a fastball chop fouled at the plate. It's strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Missed with a slider. Bases are empty, one man out. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball two.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
Hit on the ground to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Hoskins waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. Here's Carlos Correa now.
Carlos.
Here's the first pitch to him. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike one. Now the 1-1 pitch. A little bouncer. Foul ball. Strike two. Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. A runner on first with two away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up, and he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there, and the inning is over. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike. Here's the pitch. And that one stayed up a little high.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
But coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. Now the 1-0. Gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike. The 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Reddick is there, 2 down. So now Carlos Santana looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
Hey, I love that pitch right there, and that's where he's going to have to work. He's going to have to work down the zone. This is a hitter's park. We all know the ball flies, and if he's going to keep the ball in the yard, he's got to execute down to the hollow of the knee.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball. The bouncer to the left side, and that's through for a hit. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Michael Franco, who takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 takes a pitch for strike number 2. Check swing and a pop-up out toward the mound. McCullers is there. So striding forward now, Josh Reddick, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. And it misses. 3-1 now. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second. Digging in the switch hitter, Marwin Gonzalez. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Comes set, and the 0-1. There's a sharp slider taken low for a ball. Reddick gets his lead at first, nobody out. Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
3-1 to him now. Lifted the other way to left center. Hoskins arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Here comes the first pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. The 1-0 home. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. One and 2. Here it comes. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Next up for the Stros, Derek Fisher. And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. From the stretch. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch bang. Striding in for Houston, Lance McCullers. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. 0-1 the count. And prior to the 0-2, a move to first. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late. So next to the plate for the Phils, Cesar Hernandez. He'll lead it off against Lance McCullers. Fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Altuve fields it cleanly. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Nick Williams. Check swing grounder to the right side. The tag, and he is out. In now, J.P. Crawford. Try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Short, hit hard. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Here's George Springer, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Leading off for the Astros.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Number 4, George.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Chasing after it is Herrera. Makes the play, 1 away. And that'll bring up the former first rounder Alex Bregman. First pitch coming, here it is. Hit hard to third. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out nod. So a runner at first with 1 man gone. And striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. Yanked on the ground down the line. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. The 1-1 home. Hit sharply on the ground. Crawford has it. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So here now is the pitcher, Ben Lively. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Left side. Throw to first is in time for the first down. Now with the plate, Jorge Alfaro. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a breaking ball. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And there's out number 2. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Look into McCann, the 1-1. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Yanked fouled off to the right. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire this. Striding in once again, Carlos Correa, as we begin the top of the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Here it is, the 3-0. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
He's certainly searching out there on the mound. 5 straight balls in a row. You have to take a strike as a hitter right here.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Here's a strike.
Count 2-1.
And that one just missed outside.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Full count, 3-2. Correa breaking for second. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. Getting a few steps off of second there. Now the pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Correa at second. Reddick on at first with nobody out. Check swing here, appeal down to third, but Matthew Ross says he held up. Ball 1. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. First time up, he went down looking. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Line towards center field. Pereira is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. The relay throw, and he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
Up next for the Astros.
Ready for another chance, Derek Fisher. And here's indication from the dugout of an intentional pass, and that will load the bases here and set up the force at the plate. First offering on its way. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product. Rhys Hoskins comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. Correa over to his right. He's got it 1 away. Digging in to try it again. Carlos Santana. He reached on a single in his first try. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Turned on down the line. But a foul ball here. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2. Here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Maikel Franco. He popped out in his first try. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up to second for 1. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Cesar Hernandez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Set. Here's the 0-1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Hernandez hits right-handed pitching very well. Makes a lot of contact, but he generally isn't known for displaying a lot of power. You'll see a lot of line drives and ground balls from him in these situations.
Yeah, I almost think he has too good of hand-eye coordination, Matty. Sometimes maybe just attacks that pitch that's not there to do major damage with, but could just drive it up the middle the other way and take his knock, and that's what he's been able to do.
Up next to be Nick Williams. He's open. 1 after. Here's the first pitch to him. Hard hit ball to short. Backhanded. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Ready for another shot now. George Springer. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
George Springer.
Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Third baseman, number
Digging in once again, Alex Bregman. He singled his last time up. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2. First delivery to him on the way. And no swing, apparently, ball 1. The 1-0 home. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hernandez is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Stepping into the box, J.P. Crawford as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Springer comes on now, and he has it 1 down. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Ben Lively. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Check swing called strike, 0-1. Check swing grounder to the right side. To his left, Altuve on to first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home 5th. At the plate, Jorge Alfaro. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Gone! So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Odubel Herrera, no hits to this point. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. And he falls behind 0-2. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Springer coming on. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Here's Carlos Correa now, as he'll be the one leading things off for Houston in the 6th.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Called a strike, and it's full 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Check his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Here comes the first pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Now the 1-0. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Reddick leads off first with 1 away. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Brian McCann, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. That one's in there. 3-1. The 3-1. And he misses again. Ball 4, and his control is really letting him down now. Ready once again, Brian McCann. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Adam Morgan takes the mound to try to get out of this. Evan Gaddis will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. 0-2 the count to Evan Gaddis.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down and enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
And this one's in the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. So now 2 men in scoring position. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. So stepping in. Derek looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. No balls and a strike to count. Franco trying to get there, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ready with the 0-1. And that one just missed outside.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
Fouled off.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Some pitchers fall.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Count still full, 3-2.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins.
For the Phillies, left fielder, Hoskins.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounded to first. And he is out on the tag. So now Carlos Santana. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a little tapper. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Altuve moving to his left. 2 down. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Maikel Franco 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
And he chased it in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Stepping in and ready.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. The pitch. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, George Springer. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Phillies, number 61, Ramos.
First pitch on its way. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Popped him up. Alfaro has a play. And that's the 3rd out. Digging in once again, Cesar Hernandez. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He's through first and hustling for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And the Phillies are in business here to kick off the inning. It's a leadoff triple. Up next. To be Nick Williams.
Number 5.
He's set. Here it comes. Fastball right back to the mound. The flip on to take care of him at first as he fails to take advantage of the situation there, and that's the first out of the inning.
2, shortstop, J.T. Crawford.
And now we'll step off the rubber here and just look him back to third. And it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal. So there'll be runners at the corners with 1 gone. Pedro Floriman will look to provide a little punch off the bench.
Number 18, Pedro Floriman.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
High pop-up. Gonzalez shading to his right. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Digging in and looking for more.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down.
And no throw, in fact. Luis Garcia has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, not providing much out of the 3-hole.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Garcia features an absolute power slider, and he uses it a lot. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement on that pitch.
Yeah, Matt, and this is one of the reasons why this guy is so hard to square up and get the barrel of that on. He throws hard, and the slider that he throws, it takes a sharp break down, and it's really hard to get the barrel on it. You'll see lots of swings and misses, and he can throw this pitch 3-4 times in a row and still make hitters look bad.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Digging in to try it again, Josh Reddick. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Very weakly on the ground. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Reddick behind the ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Hernandez loves it. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Ready for another chance. Marwin Gonzalez, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's set and the pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Reddick is off at first with 2 away. Ground ball right side. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And no shot to recover on the throw to first, and there are 2 on as we'll see how this is scored. Riding in once again, Evan Gattis looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And the slider bounces, and that'll get on by. What a bad time for a wild pitch as the run will score from third. 2 out here and a runner at second. Hit to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Ready for another shot now. Jorge Alfaro. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Way out in front.
One of the keys to pitching late in the games. First pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
To his left, Correa. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. To first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. So next to the plate for the Phils, Rhys Hoskins. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he is into second with a 2-out double. So now Carlos Santana. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch hit hard to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Now the relay home. And not in time as the run scores. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Mike Del Franco trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. 1-0 the count. Santana leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Springer is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Derek Fisher the next to bat. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Left fielder
Hobie Milner comes on from the pen, hoping. Jake Marisnick is going to be asked to try and be the rally starter as he's up off the bench, ready to lead it off in the ninth. Expecting a potential bunt. The corner infielders come way in to try to protect. Line toward the gap in left center. And that'll be a base hit, so he delivers off the bench to get things started here in the ninth. Now to the plate is the Astros pitcher, Lance McCullers. A textbook sack bunt situation here. And a layoff fastball. Here in the good J.D. Davis come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Hector Neris comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. J.D. Davis the next to bat. Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Nobody out, runner on first. And here's his slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, George Springer, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. 0-1 the count. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
He froze him on the breaking ball that time. George Springer retired, and now they're down to their final out in this one. Neris, a native of the Dominican Republic, is in his 4th season as a major league player. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
You know, they finally get the leadoff runner on. It would be sad to watch him waste this opportunity. Somebody's got to come through with a base hit.
On to first, and that's your ball game. And guys, a very important outing turned in on the mound for the man you see right there. He was a big factor, of course, and is the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Yeah, I thought he pitched really well. He wasn't.
From Philadelphia, MLB Network is live from Citizens Bank Park. Ought to be a good one here between the Seattle Mariners and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's Interleague Baseball next on MLB Network. Settling in now, D. Gordon. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Center fielder number 9, D. Gordon.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Herrera's there. He's got it one away. Digging in now for the Mariners, Gene Segura. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Tough slider down low for a strike. 53 degrees here at game time as it's cooled off considerably since batting practice this afternoon. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Herrera moving in. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's a .333 hitter. First delivery to him on the way. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Cano waiting on the 0-1. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike 2. Ran one in on him there as this is hit softly to third. Franco bare hands it. It's there. He got him. So striding forward now, Odubel Herrera. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Here's the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that one just missed outside. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Flying toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. The throw to third. Here's Carlos Santana now. The head-to-head with James Paxton. He's 2 for 3.
Santana.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. It's foul. Strike 1. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit back up the middle. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. So here's the cleanup hitter, Michael Franco. And the Phils trying to make this first inning even better here. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. And it's 1-1. 1-1. Chopped in front of home plate. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead. Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Little dribbler down the line. And he is in there. Up next will be Nick Williams.
Batting fifth, right fielder, Nick Williams.
Here's the first pitch to him. Drilled to the right side. The tag gets one. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Now batting, number 4. And they're runners at the corners now.
Number 4.
From the stretch. Popped him up. Marjima over to his right. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out. So here now is the pitcher, Aaron Nola, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, an ugly swing there. It's 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Now check swing, but that's in there for strike 3. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's hitless in 3 at-bats.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Santana will pull this one in over near the first base dugout for out number 1. Now at the plate, Kyle Seager. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And he misses again here. 2-0 to the Mariner third baseman. Into the corner and slicing foul. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Here now the 2-2. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 2nd.
First baseman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
Dribbled up the line, but that one rolls foul.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
A little bouncer.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him. Stepping into the box, Jorge Alfaro. He's set to lead off the home half of the 2nd.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Ichiro sprinting after it.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down. Maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Tap down the line. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. The 0-2 once more. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. 1 out, nobody on. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Ready with another 0-2. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
The batter,
Digging in for his second at-bat, Rhys Hoskins. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. The windup and the 0-1. No swing on the knuckle curve, even at 1-1.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3-hole hitter lead that next inning off.
The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. Here's Ichiro now. His past line against Aaron Nola. A number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. And he can't get out of the way there. So the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning. Now to the plate, Mike Margima. First delivery to him on the way. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Hoskins racing back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. And the run will score all the way from first. So now the pitcher for the Mariners, James Paxton. Now a move by the manager to bring the corners in. So they'll try to cut down the runner at home, but they'll give up the run for an out if it's hit to a middle infielder. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one. Here's the 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy. 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
1-2.
A ball and 2 strikes. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
I don't know if that was discipline or whether he's just not swinging the bat at all, but hey, at least he's making the pitcher throw a few more pitches.
And that indeed is a pitcher up there, as he's not even close at that one and becomes out number 1. Now a move by the manager to bring the corners in, so they'll try to cut down the runner at home, but they'll give up the run for an out if it's hit to a middle infielder. And he commits to the pitch inside, and he definitely went around. That's strike 1. A wave and a miss.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate is in time, and he's cut down. So now Carlos Santana as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Popped him up. Healy has room in foul territory. He's got it 1 away. Riding in once again, Mike Del Franco. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a strike. 0-1 count, and the pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. That's blowing away with that one. It's 1-2. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You can see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
3-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gordon moves over, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in to try it again, Cesar Hernandez. Here comes the first pitch. Changeup in for a strike.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Hot shot to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Digging in for his second at-bat, Gene Segura. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. And no swing, apparently. Ball one. The 1-0 delivery. Fouled away. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Curveball hit on the ground to shortstop. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. Digging in now for the Mariners, Robinson Cano comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder.
Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a slider.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 2-1 now. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. And he gets him to wave at that one. It's 2-2. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Up next will be Nick Williams. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. First delivery to him on the way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Williams is retired, and there's one away. Ready for another chance. Number 4. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Started that swing a bit too early.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now. So next to the plate for the Phils, Aaron Nola 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. A 1 ball, 2 strike count to the Phillies pitcher.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
And he settling in now, Kyle Seager. He'll begin things here against Aaron Nola.
Kyle Seager.
Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Ready on 1 and 2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A curveball that catches the inside corner.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Suzuki, a grizzled veteran at 44 years of age. He's a 17-year big league vet, so I think you could say he's just about seen it all.
Yeah, he has, Matty, an incredible career, and he's getting into parts unknown as far as seasons played in the 18 years in the big leagues. You'd be hard-pressed to find just your average generic player. When you start hanging around for that long, you're talking the likes of Mickey Mantle, Andy Pettitte, Mike Schmidt, guys along that lines that have stayed in the game 18 years and produced.
3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Here's another 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hernandez has got it, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jorge Alfaro. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. The 1-0. Taken, strike 1 on the inside corner. The 1-1. Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. High in the air down the right field line. On the run is Henniger. And he makes the catch in the corner. Digging in once again, Rhys Hoskins. He singled and later scored back in the first, making him 1 for 2 so far. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
It'll be interesting to see if the pitcher goes back to that. I don't know if the hitter was trying to work the ball the other way, but whatever it was, it just did not look good.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Number 41.
Here comes the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that... At the plate, Mike Margima. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. And the pitch. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Curveball stays a little high that time.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
So we got him looking there. Mike Margima goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning. Bunt attempt, but that'll bounce foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Well, facing an AL pitcher at the plate, you certainly don't want to waste too many bullets on him. I expect this next pitch to be grooved right down the middle.
And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
Jordan.
We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Towards second, and this will be put away easily for the out. Ready for another shot now, Michael Franco. He'll lead things off here in the Philadelphia 6th. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0. Misses off the plate.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. Base hit, line drive into the corner. Digging in the switch. Hitter.
Second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Set, here it comes. Now a foul tip at the plate, and you could hear that one ring off the catcher's mask from up here. It's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Franco aboard here at first with nobody out. Wastes a pitch on the knuckle curve there. 1-2. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Stepping into the box, Nick Williams. He went down on strikes last time up. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here, because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Hit hard back up the middle. Cano fields it cleanly. The tag, and he is out on to first, but good hustle as he's able to avoid the double play here.
Now batting.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, number 4. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. A swing and a ground ball to third. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Ready once again, Gene Segura. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Segura.
Bouncer down the line. That rolls foul for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. 1 away for Seattle now in inning number 7, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
So far, this has been a very productive outing. We're into the middle innings of this one, and his pitch count is down, and this might be one of those starts where he can work deep into this game, possibly into the 8th or 9th inning.
Popped straight up. Nola is there for it. 2 down. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Hit in the air down the right field line. Williams is in pursuit. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Aaron Nola. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And a swing and a miss, if you can call it that. It's 0-1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Into the box, Jorge Alfaro. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First offering on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. A windup and the 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Here's a swing and a ground ball for Seager down at third. And that's the second out. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. Didn't waste any time, like the first pitch he saw, to keep the inning going. And that'll bring up the Sacramento. Wade LeBlanc takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Now pitching for the Mariners.
First pitch on its way. No balls and a strike to count. LeBlanc, 33 years old. He was taken in the 2nd round during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Struck him out. Into the box now, Kyle Seager. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 0-2 once more. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Next for Seattle, Ryan Healy. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Grounder down the line at third. Scooped up on the backhand. And there are 2 away now. Now batting, Ichiro Suzuki. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. But this is foul for the first strike. Called strike over the outside part of the plate.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. To his left, Hernandez. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Ready for another shot now, Carlos Santana. And he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning.
First baseman, Carlos.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside. Now the 1-0. Had him lunging there as he's just able to tap it foul at home plate. Santana waiting on a 1-1. And right into the shift. Seager fields it cleanly. And that's the first out. Digging in and looking for more, Michael Franco. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Takes a good curveball at the knees. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw gets him, 2 down. Digging in to try it again, Cesar Hernandez. Prior outings against Wade LeBlanc. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Hit on the ground to third. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Striding in once again, Mike Margima. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. Here's the first pitch to him. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. The 1-0. Fly ball out toward left center field. Herrera is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9. Digging in now, Taylor Motter will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 21.
Hit hard up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. So a base hit from the pinch hitter will send him back to the top of the order with 1 away in the inning. Here's D. Gordon now. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First pitch coming, here it is. In the dirt here, and a heads-up play to get back to first as he wisely hadn't gotten too far from the bag. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
2 balls, no strikes.
The 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. 1 there. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Gene Segura standing in. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Herrera on the run. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. And he is out at the plate, trying to get a little too greedy when he didn't need to be, and this ball game is over. Starting pitching, so obviously important to a team's success, and a great performance given here in this one by the fellow you see on your screen. He's our top player of the game.
When you go out there and punch out 11 hitters and you put your team in a great position to win a ball game, you deserve all of the recognition that comes your way.